Good morning, everyone. Welcome to week 6. And if you can believe it, in the next day or two, we will officially be 1/3 of the way through this semester. Yeah, 1/3 of the way through. We've got 16 weeks. We're in week 6, so we're just about 1/3 of the way through, which is just mind-blowing. Fall goes so fast, I think. Okay, before I dive into this week's module, I want to show you something here. I've pointed a lot of students to this, especially as you're thinking about revising, but I want to remind you that it's here. So there's a link here that's called Essay Skills. So if you click on Essay Skills, what's here is it's a module, but it's a collection of all of the essay instruction that I put all of my essay instruction in there. So you're going to see some things there that we haven't done yet. That's okay. But there's some basic stuff here too. The information about the thesis, information about citing your sources, intros and conclusions, revising, all of that kind of stuff. So I just wanted to let you know that you have this available to you. And I would encourage you to revisit this, especially if you're having a hard time with certain things, right? So kind of take a look and see what's here for you. All right, with that said, let's click on this week's module and see what's going on for the week. Again, week 6, we are this week actively working on the shitty first draft for essay number 2, which is your synthesis essay. That shitty first draft is due by Friday, and we'll talk about that a little bit more once we get there. The big thing, too, is that you have a revision due this week. So we'll talk about that also. All right, so this is, again, kind of as a reminder. I mentioned it in the announcements for today, or in the email that I sent earlier. Revising essay number 1 is up to you. But please understand that the revision of essay number 1 could impact your semester grade. So if you hearing that right now is raising a lot of red flags and causing you to ask questions, go to the syllabus and read the grades page, please. Excuse me, we have 4 essays of the semester. Keep in mind you're not getting letter grades on those. It's high pass, pass, not yet passing, or incomplete. If your essay number 1 is not yet passing or is is incomplete, and you are opting not to revise it, that is going to have a direct impact on the grade that you can possibly earn in this class. So I sent an email with those details. I sent you the syllabus link. There's still time to revise this week. I would strongly encourage you to do that. Again, this is kind of the easiest of the 4 essays to revise, and it's because it's all about you. It's your story. It's your narrative. So I would encourage you to revise it. It is optional, but again, it will dictate your grade at the end of the semester. So that is kind of all up to you. If you're aiming for a B and you got a pass, you're in the right space, right? If you're just trying to pass and just trying to get a C, you can keep whatever score you got. But if your essay is incomplete and you choose not to revise, then you are at risk of not passing, right? So again, please take a look at the syllabus there. This page kind of explains why you might want to revise and what the steps are if you choose to revise. So for sure, take a look at that. I do have revision conferences today, tomorrow, Wednesday, and the revision itself is due on Thursday. At the same time, we're starting the conferences for essay number 2. So again, if you're the kind of person who likes to conference, just kind of talk through some of your ideas, then schedule something for me this week. If you want to wait until we're actually actively in the rough draft stage, schedule something next week. If you want to wait until after you've gotten feedback from your rough draft, wait until the week after. So just so you know, there's 3 weeks of conferences, and this is the first week for essay number 2. Okay. As always, I posted the essay assignment here so that you can take a look at that and just kind of, again, remind yourself of what this essay is about, what the requirements are, and the due dates and all of that. There's some essay skills pages here. You may have seen that these were also in the essay skills module. This first is about how to move beyond the 3-point thesis. We've talked a little bit about this in the previous weeks, especially when it comes to that organic essay structure. right? Kind of moving out of the formula of the 3-point thesis. So this page is also going to continue to build on that, right? How to get beyond that 5-part thesis, five paragraph essay, the 3-point thesis. This second page here is more about kind of the topic and the angle, and to kind of think about your thesis statement as in 2 different pieces, right? What your topic is and what your opinion is, what your take on it is. So let's say that your essay topic is about how students and mental health, right? Maybe your opinion or kind of your take on that is that when students struggle with mental health, that becomes their primary obstacle from succeeding in school. There's your thesis, right? It's your topic and what your angle is. And what your angle is, that's what you're trying to support. That's what all of your body paragraphs are going to work to support. It's not a 3-part thesis. It's not students' obstacles or A, B, and C. That's not it. What's your topic and what is your opinion about that topic? So if you feel like you struggle with that 3-point thesis and you kind of are just really into that habit, I would encourage you to really read through this page. And as you're working on your shitty first draft this week, think about that idea of the topic and the angle. That will help. Okay. The next, So as you are working on your topic and your angle, part of what you're going to do this week is you're going to include that, your thinking, in a discussion board. You'll notice that we don't really have any readings this week. They're all of the readings and the activities are all related to the essay, to the draft, to where you're headed in essay number 2. So this very first thing here, the first discussion board post, is you posting your topic and your angle and kind of providing a little bit of an explanation of, what it is that you want to be discussing there. You're going to post yours, and then you're going to give feedback to 3 other people. And hopefully you will also get feedback from your classmates, right? So this is kind of, it's not quite peer review, but it's more of, let's kind of look at and explore how other people in this class are going to be responding to this essay topic. There are some directions here for you specifically about how to make those responses. But again, your first discussion board for this week is to post your topic and angle for essay number 2. The next page here is the reminder page. And then the next piece is the synthesis piece, right? So I created a video here about what synthesis is, what it means, and this video I have posted in a couple of different classes, so ignore the reference to the book and the fact that I'm calling the students point thesis. I just wanted to kind of be able to use the video in multiple places. But what I'm talking about here is I'm kind of walking you through what it means to synthesize, right? Because that's what essay number 2 does. It's a synthesis essay. Now, you may have written a synthesis essay in your 11th or 12th grade class, especially if you took the Urwick class, and you brought in multiple sources and you put those sources in conversation with each other. That's the synthesis piece. It's not just that you're bringing in a new source for every paragraph. That's not synthesis. Synthesis is, I'm going to talk about Rebecca Cox's fear factor. And Mary, in her essay, talks about being afraid in school. I'm going to bring those 2 pieces in conversation with each other. That's synthesis. So this video kind of walks you through what that looks like in this particular essay and what you are going to be working towards as you start your draft this week. So that is what this page is kind of focusing on, and a little bit too about kind of this graph that you could use if you choose to kind of help you get to that synthesis piece. But your assignment towards the latter part of the week is to really start in a very practical way, bringing in the theory pieces that you're interested in with the student essays, right? So you're going to start bringing those together. Because again, your shitty first draft is due on Friday. It's just a picture of it. But the thesis discussion from earlier in the week, and then this synthesis discussion, this assignment, is all geared to kind of help you start moving towards your draft. So you're going to follow these instructions. It's due Thursday with a grace period of Friday midday. And then your shitty first draft. So again, this draft is the one, I'm not reading it. I'm not giving you feedback on it. It's more of just a way to kind of show me that you have started this process. And that might be just kind of outlining where you want your paragraphs to go. It might be drafting a couple of body paragraphs. It might be just kind of building off of the synthesis assignment from the day before. So it's just kind of proving in a way that you are starting that drafting process for your essay. You will have a rough draft due next week, and that's the one that I will be giving feedback on. But this is more of a, let's just check and make sure that you are getting started on this. And then you have your 6th writing territory, due by Friday or Saturday at noon. And then that's the end of the week. So really, you know how the last couple of weeks, oops, let me get stuck there. The last couple of weeks, we've done a lot of reading, right? And that's correct, because we have to read a lot, read, and kind of get all of the information and the content in for the essay itself. Now we're moving into the drafting period of the essay. Now we're going to start putting together some of those readings and making some of those connections as we work towards the draft. So now the focus shifts away from the reading piece and towards the writing piece. So just kind of keep that in mind, that our pace is a little bit different this week, so you're not doing the readings. I have student hours this week, so if you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to pop in. If you want to meet with me for the revision conference, again, I still have openings. If you want to meet this week for the essay number 2 conference, feel free to sign up. I have plenty of openings there too. And again, if you need anything else, then please don't hesitate to reach out and let me know. I am definitely here to help you succeed in this class. Be well, everybody.